I looked up while smoking and saw something unbelievable. A bunch of planes were flying across the sky in a strange formation.
Look. I don't know. Was that weird? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? All of them kind of parallel like that.
But my discovery was completely ignored by my friend, and suddenly my car got hit. I rushed forward to check, but the driver was already unconscious. So I turned back to ask my friend for help, but he just stared at his phone without moving. Suddenly, the driver started shaking violently. I looked back at Helen. He suddenly collapsed on the ground, and he started convulsing too. I remembered there were still people inside the bar, so I turned and ran in for help. But the moment I walked in, I was stunned by what I saw. Everyone in the bar was convulsing in that same creepy way, falling unconscious like zombies. Then I spotted a phone. I finally managed to call the police, but all I heard was a cold automated voice. I ran back outside and dragged over the bar's signboard. I strapped Helen onto the cart, but my car had an alcohol ignition lock, and I had just been drinking, so I couldn't start the engine. Then I remembered the driver who crashed into my car, so I shoved him straight into the passenger seat and loaded Helen into the back. Then I floored the gas and shot onto the road. I saw flashing police lights in the distance. I thought we were finally saved, but that police car had flipped over, and the officer didn't make it either. I looked toward the city and saw flames everywhere. Some unknown crisis had completely erupted. I drove toward the hospital with a bit of hope, but the hospital had fallen too. Everyone had the same symptoms. I found a doctor, but he was clearly affected as well. With no other choice, I had to handle it myself. I found a medical cart to try emergency treatment. Helen seemed to wake up for a moment, but the next second he stopped breathing altogether. I kept doing CPR like crazy, but it was already too late. I didn't even have time to feel sad, because when I looked up again, everyone in the hospital suddenly looked normal. The driver in the passenger seat was fine too. Everyone walked out like nothing happened. I carefully called out to the doctor, but they all turned their heads toward me at the same time. Then the doctor suddenly grabbed me and kissed me. I was terrified and stumbled backward, and I saw a group of people handling Helen's body. I quickly told them to put Helen down.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Everyone spoke with the same tone and the same cold stare. The atmosphere was unbearably creepy. That's when I finally knew something was wrong. So I jumped back into my car and sped away with everything I had.